Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos secures $672 million in investment pledges from his 6-day working visit in the United States. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the pledges include $400 million for the telecommunications sector and $250 million for semiconductors and electronics, among others. In his arrival speech, Marcos also announced that the Philippines will host the 2024 Indo-Pacific Business Forum. It will be attended by a high-level business delegation formed by U.S. President Joe Biden that will look into possible investments in the country.
Altogether, we return to the Philippines with more or less $670 million in investment pledges that have the potential to create thousands of direct and indirect jobs for Filipinos within our country. We look forward to seeing more of these partnerships materialize in the months ahead, especially with the visit of the high-level U.S. Presidential Trade and Investment Mission in March.
An international studies professor says the only way for the Philippines to gain China's respect is through the use of, quote, comprehensive power. In an interview on The Big Story, Renato de Castro underscored the concept of comprehensive power as a critical factor in dealing with China's aggression in the West Philippine Sea. De Castro argued that a strong economy and military capability would not only earn China's respect, but also strengthen alliances with treaty partners. Along with that, De Castro also advised against dropping security alliances, particularly with the U.S., as these provide leverage to the country. President Marcos met with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping on the APEC sidelines, in which both agreed to keep communication lines open.
Chinese only realize the essence of, the most important currency in international relations. That is, of course, comprehensive power. Of course, that includes the military capability, the size of your economy, the national unity of the people. That's the only thing they understand. From the perspective of the Chinese, we could only earn, the respect of the international community if we could show them comprehensive power. If we show strength and power. So this is something that they would respect.
President Bongbong Marcos has finally spoken up about the impeachment rumors that have been swirling against Vice President Sara Duterte. At a press conference in Honolulu, Hawaii, the president said his relationship with VP Sara remains excellent and that impeachment talks are not unusual since, quote, there will always be an element that would want to change the result of an election.
We don't want her to be impeached. We don't want her to. She does not deserve to be impeached. So we will make sure that this is something that we will pay very close attention to. On a professional level, I have nothing but good things to say about the work that she has done.
When asked about the supposed cracks in the so-called Uniteam, their political tandem, Marcos had this to say.
I don't think so. Mas tumitibay nga eh. Dumadami yung pumupunta sa lakas, dumadami yung pupunta sa PFP. We are consolidating the Uniteam. It's actually become bigger and stronger than it was before.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The MMDA downplays the transport strike launched by Group Piston. The group began their three-day strike on Monday. This is in protest against the PUV modernization program, which transport groups say would sink them into heavy debt. Drivers and operators are likewise protesting the December 31 deadline for them to consolidate. Piston earlier identified 19 areas in Metro Manila that will be affected by the transport strike. But the MMDA says the protest did not succeed in paralyzing public transport.
We can categorically say na hindi naman po naparalisa yung pampublikong transportasyon base na rin po sa aming tala. Baka nga po normal Monday morning rush hour foot traffic lamang ito.
One congressman says bringing down the price of rice to 20 pesos per kilo, as previously promised by President Marcos, is still possible. House Ways and Means Chair and Albay Representative Joey Salceda pointed out that during the time of former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, the National Food Authority was able to subsidize rice, meaning they bought at a high price and sold at lower prices. But Deputy Speaker Antonio Albano said that the NFA no longer has the power to do this.
Kung yung gusto talaga ni Bongbong ng 20, ang dali lang yun. Kaya nagkanda utang-utang na 150 billion NFA.
Mr. Chair,
Na-achieve naman yung 20. 18 pa nga eh.
I think Congressman Salceda, the NFAs no longer have the power to do that. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
one of the bills
precisely
that
the
we want
point.
to do.
We can set up a subsidy fund for it. If there's no NFA, then somebody can do it. If he wants 20 pesos. It's not impossible. That's what I'm saying.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we are watching. An SWS survey in the third quarter of the year shows that 9.8% of Filipino families experienced hunger. That's lower than the 10.4% figure from the previous quarter. Another round of oil price rollbacks takes effect today, November 21. Diesel prices are down by 65 centavos per liter, while gasoline products are now cheaper by 75 centavos per liter. In weather, the shear line and amihan continue to bring rains over Luzon, Visayas, and several parts of Mindanao. A potential low-pressure area is also being monitored near Palawan. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.